Anyway, he bet him $50, Solgren that is, that he could not beat I Want to Be the Boshy on average mode without using any admin controls, aka no clip, where he can just fly, when he takes no damage, when he can save wherever he wants. I think he said that he actually... Oh, wait, I feel a burp. It's just cranberry juice. Why am I burping with cranberry juice? Ugh. Let me drink some more. And that's the end of that chapter. Soda. Delicious. Delicious soda wannabe scotch. But anyway, so Zero Megaman X said that, hey, Solgren, I bet you can't play the game without any admin hacks. Like, the coolest admin hack, there we go, is that Solgren can apparently shoot flaming spikes that kill any boss in 2 hits, although I don't know exactly why he wouldn't make it just an instant kill. I'm sure there's some kind of programming thing around there, but... delicious. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Solgren can do that, because Solgren has to stream it. So, and he's actually doing pretty darn well for himself. He's gotten almost to Biollante, but apparently he's never beaten Sonic, which I can completely understand, because Sonic takes quite a lot of skill. Not that all the other bosses don't, it's just that, just like with the bees in the Cheetah Man thing, they're not patternated, so you can't learn it. You have to actually be good at controlling where they're going. So I can completely understand if Solgren cannot get past Sonic, because Sonic, in my opinion, is at least the second hardest boss. I mean, I don't know, maybe this is the final boss, maybe this is actually as bad as Solgren will get. You know, because I can't get past the Sonic thing, so maybe the Sonic thing is the worst that it will be. But we'll see. So I'll go for about 10 minutes, or like 10 deaths, or whatever, of me just doing commentary and saying the things that I want to say, and then I will turn on my music so I can just get a little bit more pumped up. And ironically, the first 2 tracks I have on my CD player, I don't have an iPod or iPhone or iPad or whatever. I've never actually even owned an Apple product. I just have my good old AM/FM CD player radio thingy. It does me fine. I absolutely love it. It really can take a beating. I've sat on it, I've dropped it, it still works fine. As long as you don't mess with the CD reader part, then you're golden. Yes, who got to Sonic already? Oh my god! Oh, Skype! Wow. Really? That's just... I need a drink. That's typical. That's disgusting. First try getting back into it. I do that crappy on the Cheetah Man boss. I can barely get to the monkey, but I almost get to Ghost Solgren, for God's sakes. Why? Merg! You're online Skype! I see you, Merg! Okay. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me try to save in the teleporter. Hey! There we go. Perfect. I saved inside the teleporter, so I don't need to keep moving. That is so disgusting. I hate you. By the way, I'm very glad that I'm all by myself, because guess what? I can just scream as much as I want. I can yell and scream and cry. Disgusting. Disgusting. You know what? I gotta keep control of Sonic. That's what I gotta do. I just gotta wrangle him in. You know what? One of these days, I'm gonna go to Denmark, and I'm gonna order some Solgren. I'm gonna eat nothing but Solgren when I go there, and people are gonna look at me weird, but they won't even know. No. They won't even know what I've gone through. The Solgren company owes me quite a lot for promoting their disgusting, horrible product. They should send me cash money. I'm pretty sure they use crowns over in Denmark. Send me a crown for doing this. Send me 1 crown. I want to be crowned. Solgren, you don't need to send me any Solgren. Just send me 1 crown. Put 1 little tiny crown inside of an envelope and send it to me. That's all I want. That is all I want. Forget Solgren. Solgren will eventually... the cardboard box will be eaten by moths. It will rot and just be a constant reminder of my failures. But if you send me a crown, I will forgive you for all of your sins. It's just that Sonic thing. And it's funny that Merg should come online when I'm doing this, because guess what? Merg, M-E-R-G, my every rotten giggles. By the way, Merg, you're gonna laugh at this. I only just, like, 2 days ago realized that Merg stands for my every rotten giggles. I am so horrifyingly stupid. But, it's funny that Merg should come online, because he told me that I'm actually doing this a bit, like, way harder than it could be. He said I could be doing this a lot easier. He didn't tell me how I could be doing it easier. Hold on, I gotta burp. Good. I'm glad. Don't get mad. Get glad! Don't get mad. Get revenge. But anyway, yeah, Merg said I'm doing this a very difficult way. He didn't say what part I'm doing. I think it's this part. I think this is the part I'm doing difficultly. Or maybe it's the Sonic thing that he means. Maybe there's a way, maybe there's a place that I can just stand and let it all flow around me. Oh, God! Maybe. Maybe at that. But hey, I'm getting the pattern down. If that's all you are, if you are just a patternated boss, give me a pattern to learn, and I can do it. The only reason why I'm dying at Sonic is because I can't wrangle him in, because Sonic is the hardest part of this game. The randomization is the hardest part of the game. As a matter of fact, Solgren, you nerfed a part of the Cheetah boss because it was too random. What part was that? I can almost do it! That, my friends, is the hell of it. That is what makes this so horrible. I would not mind if I flat out could not do this, if it crushed every little bit of hope in me. I wouldn't mind, but it's the fact that I have a little bit of hope that I think I can do it. And then it just rams me. That just rips my heart out. That, my friends, is the worst part of this game. How it teases you with, you can do it. But you know what? This is one of my favorite games ever. You know why this is one of my favorite games ever? Flat out. Not just fan game. Any game. I would say this is in my top 5. At least. Maybe even top 3. This is one of my top 5 games I've ever played. Even though it is a steaming pile of garbage. But you know what? Not every game needs a good storyline. Not every game needs amazing controls. Not every game needs to spoon feed you your achievements. No. This game knife feeds you. This game cuts you and then rubs your achievements into the wounds. That's what this game does. What this game does is it cuts you with your own mental knife. Oh my God! It cuts you with your own mental knife and then rubs oatmeal in it. That's what the game does. You know what? When I go to Denmark to get my Solgren, I'm gonna open that bad boy up. And you know what's gonna fall out? Nothing but Boshies. Nothing but every single Boshy that's ever died. It is going to be a never-ending box of Solgren Boshy with a prize inside that nobody wants to know about. Good commentary, huh? Who says you need to be good at games to do good commentary? Nobody. You know, that's the sad thing, is that there are people who are so amazingly good at these games that they deserve way more views than what they get, but it's because stupid people like me that can do idiotic commentaries, they just make people laugh. And you know what? People want to laugh. People want to laugh. They don't want to stare in awe of something that they cannot understand. But you know what? You know what? In this case, it's the same thing. I'm making you laugh, and I'm making you stare in awe of my skillage, or lack of skillage. You just face palm. You know what you... Okay, that needs to stop. I'm gonna die to stupid Ghost Salgren. I'm gonna die to Ghost Salgren. I'm gonna have to spend an hour and a half trying to get past Sonic again. It's gonna be awful. Oh, God. Anyway. But, you know what? One thing that I've been meaning to address for quite a while is the swear pact. That's right, I'm actually gonna talk about it. Now, I know there was a video a while ago, the Ryu video, the newer one, where I was showing off Dalsim, and oh god, that needs to stop. But anyway, when I was showing off Dalsim, I said freaking, and the mic spiked in a very, very poor time, and because I was yelling. In fact, here, I'll move the mic back a little bit, just because I'm yelling all the time now. In fact, the sound quality of this is probably going to be really bad. Yeah, I'll move it back. Wait a minute. I'd rather have it be a little bit too loud than too quiet. You know what I mean? Because you can always turn it down, but you can only turn it up to a certain degree. But, as I was doing the Dalsim fight, the mic spiked, so it sounded like I said something completely different from freaking. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, no! I hate you! I hate this game! It's all gonna come true, isn't it? Everything I ever said about this boss is gonna come true. There's gonna be 8 phases. I'm gonna have 1 hit left. I'm gonna have 1 hit left on him on the last phase, and I'm gonna die like a female dog. Isn't that right? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sickened. I am... Drink. Writhe. Writhe in my cage of torment, my friend. That's a Resident Evil 4 quote. Sadler! Sadler! Salazar! Anyway. Addressing the swear pact. Oh my god. Addressing the swear pact. I started the swear pact. I don't care that somebody's online Skype. I started the swear pact way back in the beginning because, you know why? You know why? Maybe you've forgotten because it's been about 200 plus videos. I started the swear pact because in these games, in the I Wanna Be the Guy games, in LPs in general, people swear, in my opinion, way too much.